Welcome to Abernathys
Afterhours. Shop closed now.
I've been watching Dexter for like the 4th time over.
Oh, I never completed Dexter.
Well, I haven't completed it. That's why I'm watching it
Okay.
over again.
I got to, I think, the beginning of season 2.
Oh, you really need to catch up.
I do.
It's such a
And
good show.
I like John Lithgow. I know he's in it, so
Yeah.
at some point I really do need to catch up. But
It's good.
we have been not watching a lot of TV, except we've been watching Lost in Space.
I don't know what that is.
It is a remake of a 1950s TV show, but also a movie, but it's a TV series on Netflix now. And Joe's all about it.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah, so it's fairly family friendly, but the first few episodes are I think I kind of like not survival so much TV shows, but like they like crash on a planet and had to figure out what to do. And I loved Lost so much. So anything that has
watched Lost either.
oh, so good. So good.
How old's Lost now? I should probably start it.
Yeah, it's probably 12, 15 years old. Yeah. At least 10.
We watch a lot of animated Pixar shorts.
Oh, not just Forky asked a question.
Joe Knox likes that a lot. But other than that, nothing.
Like how many animated shorts are there?
There's a ton on Disney Plus.
We
There's-
really only
they're really
watched
cute.
Forky asked a question, Bow,
Mhm.
which is really good.
That was good.
We watched the one about the flying baby. He's
Oh,
like a
yeah.
superhero and his hair sticks out.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
seen that too.
And then I think that's all I really remember.
Yeah, there's a couple ones about like birds. They're cute. And the clouds. Have you seen the cloud one?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's like a rainy cloud, and he gets all the asshole animals in the world, like porcupines and like things that bite. It's
Okay.
super cute.
We did watch one where it's like night and day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one's really good. And like the night one, so it's like his body is filled in with all the night things, and he's got like Las Vegas going on.
Yeah.
But like the daytime one has like a girl like laying out under the sun. And
That one's cute. Knox really likes him a lot. So it's either that or like I'm a big supporter of SpongeBob. And that's been on a lot as well. So
I can't remember the last time I watched SpongeBob.
it's on regular TV constantly. So
That was one of those things at my dad's house. Constantly SpongeBob. He used to have a SpongeBob basketball hoop over his trash can in his office.
Your dad likes SpongeBob?
Yeah.
I like your dad.
So fan of the SpongeBob. Yeah.
Knox also likes The Simpsons, which I'm super happy about because I enjoy it because Disney Plus has like all the Simpsons episodes on.
We started to get into it. I don't know if Joe 100% caught on. And it's like, I don't know. Like, to some level, it's like, you're never going to experience it like, I felt like growing up with it in the 90s and stuff was...
Right. Like it was our dinner time. That's what we
Yeah.
watched.
I remember I babysat a couple of kids, like my first real job. I was like 12 years old, and I got a summer gig babysitting these kids from like, probably 9 a.m. till about 6. It was like a long day. But I was like, okay, it's time to watch The Simpsons. And they're like, we're not allowed to watch that.
You're like, then you need to go in the other room.
This job is over to
I'm
me.
out. I hated babysitting. My mom made me do it.
What was her premise on making you do it?
Maybe to be a nice neighbor. I don't even know.
Did you have people in your neighborhood that needed
Yeah,
babysat?
just like a house next to us, and I hated it, so I just ate all their food.
That shows you.
Yeah, sucker. You pay me and I eat your food.
I think that all babysitting really taught me was, well, like I was already taking care of, I have a younger brother that's 4 years younger than me, so it was like babysitting every day. And I mean, you have a younger sibling too.
No, I didn't. Ashley's on her own.
Okay.
Do
So
that.
it's like normal, I think, except for it just taught me about like money, and I just spent it super irresponsibly. I think I immediately would leave the person's house, walk to the little grocery store in Parkview, and buy all the Archie's Digest, Reader's Digest they had.
Great.
And colored pencils.
Priorities.
Did not spend my money wisely.
I don't think I started spending my money wisely until, 3 years ago.
I'm still about 6 months overdue. I'm learning how to spend money wisely.
sweet shirt.
Thanks. These shirts were sent to us.
I thought so.
Yeah, Matt kept one, and I kept. This is a men's medium. Matt kept the men's large.
It's a black shirt. It says Motorheads Auto Repair.
Yeah. So this customer sent us their t-shirts from their auto repair shop because they found so two guys owned an auto repair shop, and then one of the guys passed away, and the mother of the guy who passed away gave his business partner some of his belongings, and one of them was a bong with a "Keep the Bitch Floored" sticker on it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And they weren't really familiar with what that was, and we had just actually, like, coincidentally just recently picked up carrying "Keep the Bitch Floored." We'd been wanting to for a while now because they're awesome Quad City company, but we posted their t-shirt brand, and then they were able to buy t-shirts for all their staff, and like it's just this cool remembrance for their friend that passed away. And so they sent us t-shirts because we sent them t-shirts.
So nice. That's so cool. I made a spin on ramen. It was really good.
What was in it?
Chicken broth, chicken, and I cheated and I got a rotisserie chicken, so I didn't have to actually like make meat, which is great because I don't know how to do that.
Just come out of the Walmart with one of those
Yep,
steamy,
it was
like,
$4
cellophane.
at Target.
$4?
Yeah.
For a whole chicken?
Whole chicken.
That's so weird to me. I'm like, that's so inexpensive.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Don't question it.
When was the last time you bought a chicken?
Never. We eat a lot of ramen in our house. Even when it was like 97 degrees, I came home and I was like, it's so hot. Matt can't have... We plan out every meal. Like, Tuesdays ramen, Wednesdays fish and rice and vegetables. And I knew that on that given night, the assigned meal was ramen. And I was like, for sure it's going to be too hot. He'll know better than to make ramen. Came home, boom, ramen. Called the ramen sweats.
Piping hot ramen.
Yeah, just like steamy water coming up right on your face.
You guys turn your air on. No.
We do now have the air on. And of course, the air is just kicking in now that where it's cool enough. It's cooler outside than in our house.
Perfect.
So I still get the ramen sweats. Yeah. Hey, what's going on with you today?
I have some cats recently.
There's
two
here.
cats. So if you hear some meowing, it's just two cats.
Which is like, we specifically were like, we'll just address the cats. And they're completely silent.
They're being
as soon
the
as the
best
microphone turns
cats.
on.
But I got these cats.
They're in a cat pile.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
cute. She actually moved from one end of the cage to be on her sister.
So cute.
But other than that, I did a photo shoot today for Dwyer Michael stuff. It was just the hair and makeup assisting, which is cool.
This episode brought to you by...
Closet Witch.
Oh my gosh.
The
The
beer.
new Saison beer by Wake. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is pretty good. You were right, though. It kind of... You know what it tastes like? Have you ever had that lambic Framboise stuff? I don't know if I'm saying that right. but-
Wow, too many words for me to
Well,
know.
it's like a raspberry beer.
Oh, okay.
It tastes like
I can
that.
see that for sure.
I mean, there's berry in here. And notes of ginger.
Every time I drink a Wake beer, I'm like, oh, I'm going to make sure to rinse this out and give it to Tiffany from Revived Light to make a candle out of. And I'm supporting all the small businesses.
Two.
I was like, it is my duty to drink beer, to give them to Tiffany, to turn into candles, to sell the shop.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a chain.
Yeah. I like it. It's good.
Jason gets paid, we get drunk, Tiffany gets candles.
Yay! And then she sells them at Abernathy's.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. I like it.
It's really good. Have you eaten downtown lately?
Actually, Miranda and I ate at Miss Faye's.
Oh.
I hope that's how you say
Okay.
that, but I had a red curry, and it was amazing. It was so good. But I want to go there. I want to, like, experience everything. Because
It looks beautiful.
yeah, it looked really pretty.
Yeah.
And their food looks pretty. And she
We-
had something really good, too. It was like a chicken dish.
We had oh so sweet. So they opened again.
Yeah.
They were closed because one of their employees had COVID.
Aw.
So that was a pretty big blow to them, but super excited they're open again.
Their
And
sandwiches are so good.
yes, I got a farm witch. She got the notorious BLT and had a salted caramel brownie that was delicious. It was like super gooey and melty inside.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I like her. Is it macaroons or macarons? How do you say things?
Tell me how to speak French.
Either way, they're really good there.
I have been meaning to try. I always see, and then I've always kind of liked the Hostess, her version of a Hostess Cupcake.
Okay.
With the chocolate with the white swirl on top.
Did you eat those as a kid?
Not really. My mom would never have bought that kind of stuff for us a million years. But I had a friend's mom that would buy us all the junk food. She once bought me an entire pack of Twinkies, and I think I took care of them on a weekend.
You have a Twinkie thing, though.
I love Twinkies,
Yeah.
but I never get them because I have no self-control. I mean, like, zero. So I
You
can't.
like the Lucy's, the Twinkie Lucy's.
Oh, so do you remember when Twinkies were, like, going to go extinct?
Yes.
So it was like we had just started dating not too long ago, and it was like Twinkies are done forever. You can't get them anymore. And I think I heard it like in the middle of the work day. And so by the time I get off at work at 5 o'clock, I'm like, I'm just going to go real quick run to Schlegel's and pick up some Twinkies. That's not happening. Completely out. And Matt picked me up from my apartment. We started hitting like every Hy-Vee in the Quad Cities, and they were all gone. And I was like, what about the single like 2 packs of Twinkies at the gas station? So we started hitting gas stations, and I think we found like 6, like 3 2-packs of Twinkies. But we stayed up till like 11 o'clock or midnight driving around. Oh my gosh. And I think we waited to eat them. Like we ate them.
Do you freeze them?
We did not. They're full of preservatives.
No, I mean, like, do you eat them frozen? It's a thing.
Oh, I've never eaten them frozen. No.
That's good.
Yeah. Honestly, it's one of those things I have not had hardly any of because I just know I cannot trust myself around them.
I don't think I have something like that where I would, if it was going to be done, I would try to seek out.
I think it set me into a panic, as it did most of everybody. I don't know.
The world is ending.
I don't know if I actually care about Twinkies that much, or I really worked myself up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're still a thing, though.
Yeah, it came back like 6 months later.
Why'd they do marketing, boy?
Yeah, that could be. It very well could be. So there is a Hostess building on River Drive in downtown Davenport. So we're almost on the verge of downtown Bettendorf. And they used to there's a billboard on one side, and they have the Twinkie with the cowboy hat and a lasso.
That's cute.
Yeah, and it's been closed for years, but I think they were going to turn it into an apartment building. But on the opposite side, so at the eastern side, there is a vat. It's like a cast iron metal plate, and it's got like a hose vent coming out of it, and it says liquid sugar.
I always like that. I always try to find it when I drive by.
I'm like, did somebody spray paint that on there?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe, but it's been there for years.
When has liquid sugar ever been coming out of there?
I don't know. I'm going to Google it.
Just hook up a funnel. Yeah. I always thought that was good.
Yeah.
If somebody did graffiti it, I mean, like, kudos.
Good job. It's
well
lasted.
placed.
Are you getting tattooed anytime soon?
No, I don't think so. Although I have been a lot of people asking me about my arm lately, and the past 2 times I've got tattooed by Joe Zaza. He's like, you should just come get tattooed in Massachusetts.
Well, what an idea.
He just makes it sound like it's like, of course it's just a thing you should just do.
You're like, Massachusetts.
But he's like an hour from New York. That could be cool.
That could be cool.
So, tattoocation?
Yeah.
I mean, that would be the dream. But yeah, I'd really love to get one, not my last piece on this arm, but a piece that I feel like would complete a lot of this arm would be
like
getting...
right above your elbow area?
Yeah, would be getting Magenta and Riff Raff from Rock the Horror Show in their space uniforms, super shiny, and with their... He's got like a gun that looks like a pitchfork.
Yeah. Let's do that.
They didn't like me! They never liked me! That's what I want. You just got tattooed.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Oh, I
Look
did.
at your arm.
I did. I forgot. It's still, but it's not like a finished.
Okay. Well, it counts. Sorry.
Doesn't. I told Joe, I was like, if you're not doing anything later,
You
down
could
to
always
get
tattoo
tattooed.
me.
Yeah. So.
How many more sessions do you think you have left on that?
I don't know. Well, if this white heals out the way that he was wanting it to.
Where did he put
called?
it?
So right there. It's very light, right?
Oh, I
Because
see
it's
it.
a cover up. So my husband did a tattoo on me 8 or 9, 10 on my 8 or 9, I don't even know how many years ago, on my right arm, and it was a skeleton. See, there's the cat. She wants out. It was like a skeleton girl with like this beautiful like Marie Antoinette type hair stuff. And then he looked at it like a couple months back. He's like, I don't like that, so I'm gonna change it.
Too bad.
I was like, well, all right. But he thinks this white might cancel out some of
I
these
can
other
see
lines.
where he put in the white that it.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably won't know until it's completely healed.
Right. But in order to make it not just like completely black out,
yeah,
we're gonna try to do a session just white, which means it's gonna be a long day.
and no payoff for you, really.
Not really. Because then you have to cover it back up.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, if you hear footsteps, it's because someone is doing hot laps upstairs.
Yeah.
On
In our building, we
constant.
have 8 apartments above us. It's kind of crazy to think about. We know most of the people live up there.
Yeah, they're cool.
They're super cool.
Yeah.
Erin's kind of my favorite. She's my girl.
I like her.
Yeah. She always brings me, she brought me goodies for my camper once. So she's forever my favorite.
That's nice.
Zach
Yeah.
lives up
he
there.
came in the other day.
Okay.
With some friends.
And then Erin brings her grandma in,
That's true.
who loves the store.
That's great.
I don't know
My
anybody
mom was
whose
stopped
grandmother.
by somebody in my grandma's condo area, and my mom was wearing an Abernathy shirt, and she's like, "Ah, I have that same shirt." She was an older woman with bangs, like whitish hair. I don't know, but she was like, "Oh, thanks." She's like, "The girls that work there are just so nice." She's like, "Well, thanks. One of them's my daughter." And she's like, "Which one is
I
it?"
gave birth to one of them.
It's one of mine. And yeah, so she was a big fan of the store, which was, that was cool.
That's so sweet. Who else? I don't know if I know anybody else who lives upstairs.
I don't know anybody else.
Yeah, but they're all pretty cool. At the old building, I always felt like we were alone.
We were alone.
Yeah, and
There
so
were the homeless people pooping behind our building, but that was
there was that for a minute. Yes, that
a
was
quick minute.
a season of our life. But anytime I heard something, I was like,
Ghosts.
what's going on? And now sometimes I instinctually feel that way, and I'm like, that's right, 20 other people live here.
You know, if we, yeah, it is nice to know there are people.
Yeah, you feel like you're a little bit more a part of a community.
Yeah.
Like if this building burns down, we're going down together.
I mean, I would hope that we would escape, but
That comforts me somehow.
ooh. So I was handed a card
Okay.
by our producer,
He's so happy about his
Matt
his made up title.
He gives me this thing from poddex.com, and it says, "Becca, what's your reoccurring nightmare?"
Oh goodness. So, I used to have a reoccurring nightmare as a kid of 2 figures arguing. Pretty sure it was about my parents.
I was like, "It's your mom and dad."
Yeah, I'll be. Didn't take too long to dissect that one.
Yeah, okay.
But
next.
I've actually recently, in the past probably 2 or 3 years, started having night terrors.
Tell me about this.
So I really don't remember the night terrors themselves, but I usually wake up screaming or yelling in some way. So I wake.
Can you reenact that for us? Matt, what do you do?
Go insane.
Matt's like, did I do something?
Jesus.
He's like, was it me? What did you say?
Bull is gun out.
Oh God. So yeah, like the last time I had one was about 2 weeks ago. But right before we went to bed, we saw a millipede on the ceiling. We originally thought it was a piece of dust. And Matt's like, I think that's a bug, but it might just be a piece of dust. And we both laid there looking at it, and it was like, like all the way across the ceiling. I was like, not dust.
Not dust.
Bugs don't normally bother me at all. So I was like, whatever. But Matt insisted on getting up, squashing with a paper towel, taking care of it. And I went to bed. And then next thing I woke up, I was like, insistent for sure there wasn't a giant like centipede, millipede thing in our bed. And I woke up screaming.
Cool.
Yeah. Super neat.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's frightening, though.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Oh. I feel like this has multiple answers, but
Great.
Nicole,
Yes.
what is your most treasured possession?
My leather jacket.
I knew it was going to be your leather jacket. Speaking of nightmares, you're always saying how, like, you wake up wondering where it is.
I'll wake up and I'll go look for it in the middle of the night. I know exactly where it is. I get so scared.
I mean...
It is my most treasured... my inhaler.
You need it.
Yeah, to live.
You can get more of those.
I can.
Yeah, which is nice.
Yes. But my leather jacket, I don't know what it is, but it's like the best fitting leather jacket. It has been with me the longest.
How come I never see you wear it?
Well, it's fucking 90 degrees, Becca. I wear it all the time in the winter and fall. I wear it all the time. Why don't you pay attention to me?
Okay.
Wear it constantly, but I love it, and I
feel
do
like
have
you're always
nightmares.
wearing a coat that obviously looks like you stole it from your husband.
I do that too. Because Joe is a collector of coats.
Okay, he's
So
gonna
it's
plethora
just
up.
tons of coats. Every time we go, like Old Navy, for some reason, he buys a new coat.
That really sets him into a spin.
And then he wears it all night. He'll put it on and wear it in the house.
This is my new coat.
I call him
everybody.
Mr. Rogers because he like takes one coat off and puts another one on.
Oh.
What is the worst job you've ever had?
My very first job I ever had, I worked at APAC. So it was like customer service. And I'm pretty sure it was like a third party telemarketing company. And we got hired by Citibank to call people that already had Citibank cards to follow up with them to see if they wanted like add-ons and stuff. But telemarketing's rough.
Yeah, I wouldn't
People
even
hate
bitched at.
telemarketers. Yeah.
Instantly, you're like,
Oh,
not gonna have a good time.
pissed
Like,
off.
Yeah.
Immediately. There's like most of the conversations with like, do you know you called me during dinner?
You're like, no, obviously.
16.
Yeah.
I remember at one point having to like cover up a clock so I didn't have to look at it to count down how many minutes were left. It was really bad. And actually, so I just recently, we had a huge garage sale, and I sold I'm in the process of trying to liquidate scrapbooks, so I'm a recovering
You have
scrapbooker.
no idea how many she had. She showed me her cabinet of scrapbooking, and it is full. Yeah, it is.
So full. So what I did is I took the pages out, and I'm going to turn the pages into a company that scans them, and I sold the books. But anyway, when I was super in-depth into scrapbooking, I was like journaling a little bit, which I'm like super grateful for because I'm not really a writer, but I wrote these little blurbs about my second job that I got, which was at Happy Joe's.
Oh, yeah.
And I wrote a little thing in my scrapbook about how glad I was about this job at Happy Joe's and how much so much better than APAC. And I was like, oh, it's actually as bad as I remember it. If it wasn't worse than I remembered it. What would you say your guilty pleasure is? Is there some weird thing where I'm a little bit resentful towards the idea of a guilty pleasure?
Yeah, I guess I don't know what.
Because it kind of
What do you
implies
people?
that you're not as proud about something
You're
that
not
you
supposed
enjoy.
to do it or something.
Yeah. But I guess, is there something that you really like, TV, movies, fashion, music, that you like wouldn't be maybe the first thing that you would share with somebody else?
Probably not, really.
Yeah.
I like Cardi B. And I will let you know that.
Sue me.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't
I
think
mean-
that's a guilty pleasure as so
No.
much as something that's maybe something most people don't know about you.
Right.
Yeah.
I-
And would definitely never assume about you.
I really, really love TV.
Okay.
A lot. I like everything about it. A lot. I like it a lot. Like I like everything, and I don't have to be watching it. I just want it on. So maybe that's weird. I don't know.
I had been that way for most of my life until I had my first roommate, and they were like, "You have the TV on constantly."
You're like, shut up.
I'm like, duh.
Put it on mute. I don't know. I just want it
Deal
on.
with it.
I don't know.
Looking for a friend. That's all.
All right. What's your guilty pleasure?
Nah, that's not what it says.
Matt gave it to me.
Since I was just saying about how I'm like resentful of the idea of guilty
Tell me
pleasures.
what it is then. Yeah.
I mean, like, I feel like even loving Metallica as much as I do is not a favorable view.
I'm fine with it.
Thank you. I appreciate
accept
that.
you.
We were just talking about the idea of like, okay, why is it that people hate the idea that people love Nickelback?
I think it's because it's shit music.
Well, they sell millions of records and sell out stadiums. Okay, here's a guilty pleasure. I have always liked Avril Lavigne. And that's the kind of affiliated with Nickelback.
Yeah, it's terrible.
She's like married to him. Not anymore. I'm getting a report in that
yes, just
they
in.
are not married anymore. So
Yeah.
I used to love Avril Lavigne so much that my stepbrother used to call me Lerva Ingval, which was Avril Lavigne backwards.
It's kind of a cool name.
And it kind of turned into my alias.
Yeah, I remember you using it at that spy bar in Chicago.
They were like, "What's your name?" And I'm like, "Lerva Ingval."
What was everybody's name?
I don't know.
Dang.
I feel like yours was like, it wasn't one of your rat's names, but it was
think it
something like
was.
Nuggets.
No, it was not Nuggets. That's lame.
But it was something
I think it was
cute
like Tootsie.
sounding like that. It probably was Tootsie.
That was my rat's name. So
You need to have
fucking
an alias.
Nuggets. That's what you think of when you look at me.
It's a cute name.
Nuggets.
Nuggets.
I don't accept it.
Nuggets. Lerva Ingval is like Canadian assassin.
I'm Russian. Yeah, I'm like Canadian assassin.
I'll kill you with denim and kindness.
Yeah.
Sorry. What's the worst job you've ever had, you think?
Cleaning bathrooms.
Yes.
But I got paid real good.
And it beats being around people.
Yeah.
Which we shouldn't say owning a retail
We own
store.
a store. So cut that.
But at least we get to be around cool people now.
Yeah, that's true. But no, cleaning bathrooms was fun. But I was like 13, 14 years old. And my mom worked for this law firm. And they were like, well, we need someone to clean bathrooms. I was like, I'll do it. I got paid like $120 a weekend. And being 13 or 14, I was practically rich.
Yeah,
so,
no, that does make you instantly rich.
Yeah, I bought a
You have the most
lot
money
of
at the
Taco
skate
Bell.
park.
I did.
Making it rain. I'll bring you all Taco John's.
Yeah.
Not Taco Bell. Can't afford that shit.
Well, Taco Bell. I can't afford Taco John's.
What?
Taco John's is crazy more expensive.
None of you get
When my
six-pack in a
husband
pound.
gets here, we will let. What?
6-pack in a motherfucking pound.
Is that
It's-
tacos?
6 tacos and a pound of potato lays.
Didn't your brother though like calculate it all out, and you'd be spending only like $40 on the Taco Bell menu if you ordered one of everything?
I can't remember.
It was something like that.
I remember my brother being in line behind somebody that spent like $23, and they're like, "What the fuck are you ordering?" That's like all of it. $23?
That's it.
That's one of everything on there.
I got that's Taco Bell before I came here. What is your most treasured possession?
Oh. You.
Nuggets.
Nuggets. My little nuggets. I don't know. I guess at this point in my life, it would probably be my phone.
Yeah, that's lame.
Yeah. But really, only because it connects me to all of you.
Don't try to butter us up.
Uh,
You know what? You sell everything. So I can understand that like actual possession is not.
I try to keep it real loose.
Yeah. She will sell you the shirt she's wearing right now.
I could say like my entire tiki mug collection that's far from the stipulation of one item. Because I don't think there's any one mug in there that I wouldn't sell. Do you have a reoccurring nightmare?
I kind of have reoccurring dreams, but I can't always remember them after. It's like that deja vu thing where like
Yeah.
you're like, I've thought about this before. I get deja vu like crazy, really bad.
It's interesting to work with Miranda because she remembers her dreams so vividly.
Sometimes I can, and other times I'm like, what? I wake up and I'm like, what was that?
When she describes a dream, I've never in my life ever remembered a dream that well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can. I feel like I have fairly good memory. Like it's like I don't know.
Block that shit out.
Done.
Get it right out of here.
No, the other night I did have a really terrifying dream. I was just like, I must have sat up in bed. I've been doing this thing where I sit up in bed and I'll move Knox in the middle of the night. I don't know if you think he's like in distress or like I'll move him so he's more comfortable. Like the other night we stayed at my grandma's during the power outage, and I got up out of bed and looked out the window. I don't know why.
So, but you remember doing that?
I remember doing that.
So it's like, would you think you were really asleep?
My eyes were open, but I don't remember getting to the window.
That's weird.
What the fuck? But after that, I had a dream just like a week or two ago, and I sat up in bed and I was trying to open my eyes, and all I could see was this super tall black figure, and it was
That's
from
no good.
one side of the bed to the other, and like I started shaking.
Babadook.
God damn it!
That movie was good.
I really liked it.
Those are there are a few like scary movies that are gonna stay with you forever. But I'm like,
that one's good.
yeah, super good.
Yeah, but then I turned on the light and I was like, okay. Went to the bathroom and I was still shaking.
I
Like,
bet.
that fucked me up.
Yeah.
I went right back to sleep though.
No problem.
Yeah. But, no, not really. These cats are cute.
Kitties are licking each other.
They're like 5-week-old kitties. They're
Oh.
so cute. Stripey. Did I tell you Stripey went missing?
No.
So amongst all these cats, I have other cats.
So now you have to keep track of a whole corral of
I have
cats.
corral of cats. When they say it's like herding cats, that's real. It's hard.
There's a reason they say
It's
that.
very hard to do. But my queen bee cat is Stripey.
Uh-huh.
And she's an outdoor cat because I'm super allergic. But she was missing for 6 days. And I did cry just a little yesterday.
Aw.
And then I pulled into the driveway.
And she was
She
there?
was fucking sitting there.
Oh.
And I was like, oh my God. I sat out there for a half hour petting her. And I love her so much.
And then went inside to sneeze.
And then
45
my
minutes.
eyes turned bright red. And Joe looks at me and goes, something's up with your eyes. And then had to help me put in eye drops.
Just straight up was biting the other one's eye.
You know, they do that.
That will happen.
Fine, it's fine.
We'll talk to you guys next week.
See ya. I don't know. I don't know.